The failed former president Donald Trump may soon have multiple of his former lawyers testifying against him. Let's go through the list. First and foremost is Michael Cohen. Friend of the David Pakman Show, Michael Cohen is expected to testify tomorrow in Trump's civil trial in New York, with Donald Trump sitting right in front of him, because Trump is also expected in court tomorrow. This is going to be an absolute delight. CNN reports Michael Cohen plans to testify Tuesday at the Trump civil fraud trial in New York, Trump's ex-attorney said, with the former president expected to attend. Michael posted to Threads, "It appears that I will be reunited with my old client, Donald Trump, when I testify this Tuesday, October 24, at the New York State AG civil fraud trial. See you there." Trump is expected to attend the trial Tuesday and Wednesday. Cohen was scheduled to testify last week, but it was delayed over a medical issue. This, first and foremost, is already very bad because in that case, Cohen is not also a defender. But then we go to Sidney Powell and Kenneth Cheesebro. Oh, something's wrong with this article. Hold on a second here. See if we can get it all fixed up. Something went very wrong with this article. Okay, in any case, it's something about the formatting has gone bonkers. But Kenneth Cheesebro has pled guilty in the Georgia case tied to Trump. Cheesebro is the lawyer who authored some of those memos explaining how Republicans could send fake slates of electors back in December and January of 2020 and 2021 to try to steal the presidential election from Joe Biden for Donald Trump. As we talked about before the break, Cheesebro is not the only one of Trump's lawyers to plead guilty in Georgia. Sidney Powell has also pleaded guilty in Georgia. Either of them potentially could testify against Donald Trump. When your own lawyers testify against you, it's potentially really, really bad. 3, 4, 5, 6 different ways in which you can consider that your lawyers testifying against you is bad. First and foremost, it's the super top level thing of when lawyers realize it would be better to plead guilty and take a plea rather than fight this. It shows that the case that has been built is strong enough that lawyers are saying, I don't want to fight this one. I don't want to go to court. Number one, that's a red flag for other defendants that this may not go particularly well for me. Number two, of course, your own former lawyers have potentially damaging knowledge about what went on. Your former lawyer probably has a deep understanding of the facts and circumstances of a case, or what are the defenses that would likely be available to you, the strategy you plan to employ. And so their testimony, if indeed they testify against you, can provide direct insights about your state of mind, whether what you knew and when you knew it, and whether efforts were deliberate or negligent or accidental. All of this can be detrimental to your defense. In this case, we're talking about Donald Trump's defense. And then number three, of course, in theory, juries are deciding cases just based on facts and matching the facts up to the law. But it is true that when you see a client's own former lawyers testifying against them, a member of the jury could be thinking to themselves, this is to me a sign of guilt. When this client's own lawyers bailed, pleaded guilty, and are now testifying against them, that to me suggests that something is very wrong here. Now, strictly speaking, you could also spin it the other way, and you could say, well, these lawyers are merely testifying against Trump to try to save themselves in exchange for more lenient punishment or whatever the case may be. Usually prosecutors would be very clear to document you are not actually getting a reduced sentence by pleading guilty because you have agreed to testify. Whether or not that's true and whether you can sort of massage the truth of that is another story. But many juries would see your own lawyer sitting up there on the stand and testifying against you as yet another sign of your guilt. Even if the attorney's testimony is purely factual, if it's not directly or overtly incriminating, the mere act of seeing a defendant's own former lawyers testify against them can be damaging to their case. So none of this is good for Trump. assuming that the Michael Cohen testimony in the New York civil fraud trial happens tomorrow. We'll talk about it. We'll see what reactions there are. I'm sure it will be wildly, wildly triggering to Donald Trump. And certainly to that, I am very much looking forward. If you've been thinking about getting a new mattress, Helix Sleep is where I would start. I've been sleeping on Helix mattresses for years now. I recommend Helix to everyone, which is why I wanted them as a sponsor. If you don't want to take my word for it, Helix has been awarded #1 mattress by both GQ and Wired magazine. And one of the things that makes Helix unique is their sleep quiz. I didn't really know what kind of mattress would be best for me, but you do this short sleep quiz. You answer questions about your body type and your preferences, what position you like to sleep in, and Helix will match you with the perfect mattress for you, so you know you're actually getting something tailored to your needs instead of going in blind like most people do. I got my Helix mattress designed to stay cool at night since I hate getting hot while I sleep. Shipping is always free. You get 100 nights to decide whether you like it. My audience gets a huge 20% discount off of all orders, plus 2 free pillows. Go to helixsleep.com/Pacman and enter code HelixPartner20 at checkout. The link is down below.